What's good, gamers? Today we are going to be answering a question I don't know if any of you guys have had, but if you're like me, you probably have. If you open Jumpstart and you do like a sealed constructed, how good of a deck can you build? Also, like, could it be like a good sort of dealio for beginner players? Perhaps. We shall see. We're gonna get into this bad boy. Uno momento. Okay, so yeah, the idea behind this basically is it's like, okay, we're gonna do sealed constructed, but with Jumpstart boosters and see how good it could be. Because the thing about Jumpstart boosters compared to regular boosters is they're themed and they have lands. So we're gonna take 6 packs. Just like you would in a sealed constructed standard sort of dealio. And that's what we're gonna open. We've got our 6 packs here. And we'll get into them and see what we get. Oh, I guess I can move these off camera a little bit better there. We'll just there we go. But yeah, open these 6 packs up and we're gonna build a deck. If you guys are here for the pack cracking action, stick around for the first half. And if you want to do the deck building aspect, and watch the second half. And if you're here for sealed constructed, watch the whole thing. We got Think Again, it's mono blue. Okay, well, let's see what Think Again has to offer us. We're gonna read all the cards as we go here. Oh, baby, we starting off straight up with Jace, Arcane Strategist, 4 blue for a beautiful mythic planeswalker where you can uptick him to draw a card. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. That's already insane, and you can -7 creatures you control can't be blocked this turn. That is awesome. We've got a Spectral Sailor, a single blue mana for a Spirit Pirate. Beautiful anime art too. Look at that. Good lord. Flying, flash, pay 3 and a blue and draw a card. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. We've got a Fairy Vandal, 1 and a blue for a Fairy Rogue with flash flying. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a 1/1 counter on Fairy Vandal. Not bad. Serum Visions, a single blue mana for sorcery, draw a card, scry 2. Ooh, love that. That is solid. We've got Memorial to Genius. Land. 1 Memorial to Genius. Oh, sorry. Enters the battlefield. Tap. You can tap for blue. You can pay 4 and a blue and tap it. Sacrifice it to draw 2 cards. Heck yeah. Next we have Soul Read. 3 and a blue for an instant. Choose 1 target creature. Sorry, counter target spell. Unless its controller pays 4. Draw 2 cards. Not bad at all. We've got a Merfolk Pupil for 1 and a blue. It is a Merfolk Wizard. When Merfolk Pupil enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. You can pay 1 and a blue. Exile Merfolk Pupil. God, I can't speak. From your graveyard, draw a card, then discard a card. And we've got ourselves an Kite for 1 and a blue. Flying, Kite gets +2/+0 as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. And we've got a Mystic Skyfish for 2 and a blue. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, Mystic Skyfish gains flying until end of turn. Teferi's Protege, 2 and a blue for a human wizard with 1 and a blue. Tap, draw a card, then discard a card. Tome Anima, 3 and a blue for a spirit. Tome Anima can't be blocked as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. I love that. Steel Gaze Griffin, 4 and a blue. Flying, whenever you draw your second card each turn, Steel Gaze Griffin gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Yes, sure. Drag Under, 2 and a blue for a sorcery. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Draw a card, love that. And we've got a Thriving Isle, which enters the battlefield tapped. As Thriving Isle enters the battlefield, choose a color other than blue, and you can tap this for blue or one of the chosen colors. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 islands. So the challenge with this is we are only going to be able to build with what lands we're given in the total of the packs. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead real quick here. And we're going to divide this into a couple of piles here, at least 3, I would say. We want our creatures in one pile. our spells in one pile, and our lands in one pile. At least that's how I'm going to do this currently. And I guess we'll put planeswalkers in a pile of their own. Yes, for now. And then we will see at the end of this what colors we have, what availability we have, and see how viable this is. I want to mention this is going to be, if you wanted to do this yourself, it would cost probably about $40 to buy 6 packs, roughly. Okay, another mono blue. So, looking real strong, we could build blue here. And if we were to have pulled these as a Jumpstart deck, we would have a 40-card mono blue deck, and this will work. Very cool. We've got Stolen by the Fae, X blue for a sorcery. Return target creature with mana value X to its owner's hand. You create X 1/1 blue fairy creature tokens with flying. That sounds awesome. We've got Synchronized Eviction, 4 and a blue for an instant. Spell cost 2 less to cast. If you control at least 2 creatures that share a creature type, put target non-land permanent into its owner's library, second from the top. Ooh, okay. Instruments of War. Flash, as Instruments of War enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+1. Ooh, okay. We'll put that in our spells, sort of like non-creature abilities and or permanents. We've got a Stinging Lionfish for 1 and a blue. It is a enchantment creature fish. Whenever you cast your first spell during each opponent's turn, you may tap or untap target non-land permanent. Okay, not bad. Oh wait, that is a creature. Not bad. We've got ourselves Glen Elendra Pranksters, Fairy Wizard, 3 and a blue. It is flying. Whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, you may return target creature you control to its owner's hand. Not bad. Got an Undersea Invader for blue for a giant rogue with flash. When it enters, or let's see, it enters the battlefield it enters the battlefield tapped. Okay, that's interesting. Soul Read for 3 and a blue. You can choose one. We've already read this one. That's pretty cool. We've got a Spell Stutter Sprite with beautiful anime art, 1 and a blue for a Fairy Wizard with flash flying. Whenever it enters the battlefield, counter target spell with mana value X or less, where X is the number of fairies you control. Ooh, okay. Fairy Seer, single blue mana for a Fairy Wizard. Flying when Fairy Seer enters the battlefield, scry 2. Love that. We've got ourselves a Pestermite for 2 and a blue. It is a Fairy Rogue with flash. Flying when Pestermite enters the battlefield, you may tap or untap target permanent. That sounds awesome. Sentinels of Glen Elendra. It is a Fairy Soldier for 3 and a blue, which has flash and flying. So Tiny, a single blue mana for an enchantment or enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -2, -0. It gets -6, -0 instead, as long as its controller has 7 or more cards in their graveyard. Okay. We got ourselves another Thriving Isle, and in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 islands. Okay, nice. On to pack numero tres. Let's see what all we got in all these packs. And then we'll build a deck. Okay, so this is Blink. This is mono white. Okay, alright. And we'll try to determine as we go, based on our colors, based on what we get, what might be our most powerful combination. And who knows? But blue looking pretty strong because we've already got 2 mono blue pulls here. Blink. Let's see. Got a Restoration Angel for 3 and a white. It's an angel with flash flying. Whenever Restoration Angel enters the battlefield, you may exile target non-angel creature you control. Then return that card to the battlefield under your control. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Okay, I was like, wait, what? Why would you do that? It's a blink. Of course that's why you would do that. And also double rare. I love that. Okay. Oh, did I just realize I just put cards in places and did not pay attention. Well, to fix this. We've got Preston the Vanisher. It is 3 and a white for a Rabbit Wizard. When another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it wasn't cast, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a 0/1 white illusion. Pay 1 and white, sacrifice 5 illusions, exile target non-land permanent. Okay. Next, we've got a Distinguished Conjurer for 1 and a white. It is a human wizard. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. Pay 4 and a white, tap, exile another target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Not bad. Next, we've got a Brightmare for 2 and a white. It is a unicorn with when Brightmare enters a battlefield, tap up to one target creature. You gain life equal to that creature's power. Ooh, okay. Valor in Akros. 3 and a white for an enchantment. Whenever you create... Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control get +1/+1 till end of turn. That's a spell. Faith's Fetters, a solid little card here. 3 and a white for an enchantment aura. Enchant permanent. When Faith's Fetters enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life. Enchanted permanent can't attack, block, and its activated abilities can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Flicker of Fate. Let's see, 1 and a white. Beautiful anime art for an instant. Exile target creature or enchantment, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Next, we've got a Cavalry Drill Master for 1 and a white. It's a 2/1 human knight. When it enters the battlefield, target creature gets +2/+0 and gains first strike until the end of turn. Not bad. Love this card right here. Inspiring Overseer. 2 and a white for a Flying Angel Cleric. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Just solid, honestly. Valorous Steed. 4 and a white for a Unicorn with Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with Vigilance. Ooh, not bad. Hey, Rambunctious Mutt. 3 white for a dog. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment and opponent controls. Because he's just playing with that thing, man. He crazy. Settle Beyond Reality. 4 and a white for a sorcery. Choose one or both. Exile target creature you don't control. Exile target creature you control, then return to the battlefield under your control. Thriving Heath. It is just like the Thriving Isle. You can tap it for white or a mana of the chosen color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planes. Not bad. Now on to pack numero 4. What are we gonna get this time? I'm actually opening it right. Boom! It is treasure. Yes, red, mono red. Okay, treasure could be good for lots of stuff because that helps you get mana. Love me some treasure. All right. We have Gadrak the Crown Scourge. 2 in a red for legendary creature dragon. Flying. Gadrak the Crown Scourge can't attack unless you control 4 or more artifacts. At the beginning of your end step, create a treasure token for each non-token creature that died this turn. Okay, that's an interesting ability. Blood Aspirant. It is a Satyr Berserker for 1 in a red. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, put a 1/1 counter on Blood Aspirant. You can pay 1 in a red, tap, sacrifice a creature or enchantment. Blood Aspirant deals 1 damage to target creature. That creature can't block this turn. That's actually a really good card. We've got Rapacious Dragon. I believe that is the anime art there. Very nice. 4 and a red for a Flying Dragon with when it enters the battlefield, create 2 treasure tokens. Not bad at all. Kuldotha Flame Fiend for 4 red. It's an elemental. Whenever it enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice an artifact. If you do, Kuldotha Flame Fiend deals 4 damage divided as you choose among any number of targets. We've got a Trove of Temptation for 3 and a red. It's an enchantment. Each opponent must attack you or a planeswalker you control with at least 1 creature each combat if able. At the beginning of your end step, create a treasure token. Interesting. Goldhound. I love this because it is a treasure. It's also an artifact. 1 mana. First strike, menace, sacrifice it to add 1 mana of any color. Don't mind if I do. Next, we've got ourselves a Gleaming Barrier for 2 generic mana. It is an artifact creature. Wallwood Defender. When Gleaming Barrier dies, create a treasure token. We've got a Dutiful Replicator for 3 generic mana. It's an assembly worker. When Dutiful Replicator enters the battlefield, you may pay 1. When you do, create a token that's a copy of target token you control, not named Dutiful Replicator. Okay. Got a Brazen Freebooter. 3 and a red for a Human Pirate. When it enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. A Gold Vein Pick. I love this card. 2 generic mana for an equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token, and you equip it for 1. Welding Sparks. 2 and a red for an instant. Welding Spark deals X damage to target creature, where X is 3 plus the number of artifacts you control. Not bad. Got improvised weaponry. 2 and a red for a sorcery. Improvised weaponry deals 2 damage to any target. Create a treasure token. And we got a thriving bluff. Much like our other thriving lands, it adds red or the chosen color. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which seems to be the magic number of lands. Heck yeah, so you're going to take at least 8 lands, it would seem, in a pack so far. Our 5th of our 6 packs. What color will we be getting this time? Boom, it is. Hey, another mono red. We got goblins, so potentially some red blue love, maybe? We'll see. Is it gonna be red blue? We shall see. We shall see. And for all of you folks who are new out there, I will be explaining sort of my thoughts on why I'm choosing what. We've got Ib, Half-Heart Goblin Tactician. I would like to note that this is a legendary creature without a legendary frame, which I find very interesting. Okay, 3 and a red for a legendary creature Goblin Advisor. Whenever another goblin you control becomes blocked, sacrifice it. If you do, it deals 4 damage to each creature blocking it. Sacrifice 2 mountains, create 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens. Everybody but me. Charge! I love that. That's hilarious. We've got ourselves a Goblin War Chief. 1 red for a Goblin Warrior. Goblin spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Goblins you control have haste. That is insane. We've got a Volley Veteran. Also, I gotta check this. This guy? No, he's uncommon. Wow, okay. 3 and a red for a Goblin Warrior. When Volley Veteran enters the battlefield, it deals damage to target creature and opponent controls equal to the number of goblins you control. Okay. Goblin Rally. 3 blue for a sorcery. Create 4 1/1 red goblin creature tokens. Very nice. Goblin Grenade. A single red mana as additional cost to cast a spell. Sacrifice a goblin. Goblin Grenade deals 5 damage to any target. Okay, there's a deck. I gotta put this in. This is a 1-drop that can deal 5 damage. Yes. Frenzied Goblin. Single red mana. When a Frenzied Goblin attacks, you may pay red. If you do, target creature can't block this turn. That's insane. That might go in that same deck as well. Upgrade my meme deck. Dragon Fodder for 1 and a red. Oh wait, I just realized this guy goes over here. Dragon Fodder. It's a 2 mana card that gives you 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens. Gotta love it. Goblin Trailblazer. It's a 2/1 for 1 and a red with Menace, which means it has to be blocked with 2 creatures or more. Rummaging Goblin. 2 and a red for a Goblin Rogue. You can tap, discard a card, draw a card. Love that. Yeah, that is creatures, make sure. Goblin Researcher. 3 and a red for a Goblin Wizard. When Goblin Researcher enters the battlefield, exile the top card of your library. During any turn you attacked with Goblin Researcher, you may play that card. Nice. Burn Bright. 2 and a red for an instant. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. Not bad. And we've got Flame Lash. Flame Lash deals 4 damage to any target. It is a 4-drop card. 3 and a red. Nice. Not bad. And another Thriving Bluff. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands. Finally, we are on to our final pack, which is Morbid. So we got 2 red, 2 blue, 1 white, and 1 black. Okay. Interesting. That is some spooky art there. Let's see what this is all about. Probably some gross things, I would imagine, based on the title. Based on the theme title itself. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Morbid. What do we get? We've got Reaper from the Abyss. 3 black for a creature demon flying. Morbid. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature died this turn, destroy target non-demon creature. Okay. I can see a lot of shenanigans happening from this card. That is insane. Okay. Next we've got Disciple of Perdition. I think that's how you say that. 1 and a black for a human warlock. When Disciple of Perdition dies, choose 1. If you have exactly 13 life, you may choose both. Okay. You draw a card and lose 1 life. Exile target opponent's graveyard. That player loses 1 life. Interesting. Yes. We've got a Morkrut Banshee. 3 black for a spirit with morbid. When Morkrut Banshee enters the battlefield, if a creature died this turn, target creature gets a -4 until end of turn. Wow. Spawning Pit, a 2 generic mana for an artifact. Sacrifice a creature, put a charge counter on Spawning Pit, pay 1, remove 2 charge counters from Spawning Pit, create a 2/2 colorless spawn artifact creature token. Okay. Bone Picker, this spell costs 3 less to cast if a creature died this turn. Flying Death Touch, love that. Suspicious Shambler, 3 and a black for a zombie with 4 black, exile Suspicious Shambler from your graveyard, create 2/2 zombie creature tokens. Activate this ability only as a sorcery. Tragic Slip with beautiful anime art, single black mana for an instant. Target creature gets a -1/-1 until end of turn. Morbid, the creature gets -13/-13 until end of turn. Instead, if a creature died this turn. That is a solid card right there. Wake Dancer, 2 and a black for a human shaman with morbid. When Wake Dancer enters the battlefield, if a creature died this turn, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Not bad. Liliana's Steward, a single black mana for a zombie. You can tap, sacrifice Liliana's Steward, target opponent discards a card, activate only as a sorcery. Got a Durable Coil Bug for 1 and a black. We can pay 4 and a black, return Durable Coil Bug from your graveyard to your hand. That's not bad at all. That's just a nice little 2/2. Village Rites, a single black mana for an instant as additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. Reaved Soul, destroy target creature with power 3 or less for just 1 and a black. And then Mortuary Mire enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, you may put target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. Not bad at all. It is a land, and we've got a Thriving Moor, which does like our other Thriving lands. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swamps because we also got the Mortuary Mire. Heck yes. Okay, so first thing we do, I say here, for the actual deck build of this video, let's sort of slide these over. We won't really need these lands until the end. We already know Jace is 100% going in this deck. Let's see here. So, from what we already know, basically, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to just remove the black and white cards. And we're going to keep in every artifact, though, regardless. So yes, we're just going to remove the black and white cards, and we'll look at our blue and our red cards, and we will see if we can build a 60-card deck easily enough from among them. And yeah, and perhaps in the future, hopefully sometime soon, we will be able to see how well this deck may or may not perform. You guys can let me know in the comments below if you want to see that. Let's see here. So Tragic Slip, sadly, as much as I do love that card, will not be entering our deck here. Okay, let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Even though we could, because we do have like the Thriving Land, so we could splash for anything we wanted, really. So basically, here are our cards. So what I would say is, like, first let's just count them. We know Jace is going in, but let's count everything else, because we definitely want to put Jace in because he's just sick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. Okay, cool. So we just need to cut 8 cards if we want to, like, do this the easy way, really. We just find the eight like not as good cards in all of these for what we want to do. Or, well, we've got 49, so, because of Jace. So we cut the 9 cards we think will serve us the least. So, first thing I want to do here, and this is what I would probably recommend a lot of you guys do, is find all of your low-cost things that are probably good. Like 1, 2, 3 mana. And, Anything above that, we'll look at for like our first sort of like round of potential cuts, because you'll kind of get a sense for some of the stuff just looking at your lower cost things here, because you can kind of, again, now I'm not saying obviously we definitely don't necessarily want to just cut all of our big stuff. It's not necessarily a great idea. It's just, it's a good way to like sort of see what you're working with and then go from there. So you're not like, at least this way you're able to play Magic with whatever deck you build, sort of. We're going to count that as 2, even though it could be way higher than 2. And then we will, again, we'll thin it down. We'll change her up. We'll do some stuff here. Oops, sorry. Getting a little bit ahead of myself here. Boop, 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 boop. Sorting out cards is one of my favorite things. I don't know why, but it is in Magic. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Also, what is your, like, everyone seems to have, like, my favorite 3 words in Magic kind of thing. Mine is tap, add green. What is yours? A lot of people say draw a card, and I'm like, tap, add green sounds better to me, Something about it hits just a lot nicer. Alright. So among our 1-drops, we've got Fairy Seer, which is a flying creature, which helps us to scry. We got a draw engine here with flying. Not bad. Let's see, we can sort of not really kill something, but we can make something tiny so that it doesn't threaten us. We got more card draw. We've got the ability, let's see, attacks. You may pay 1 if you do. Creature can't block. So evasion, ramp, and this can wreck some noobs, honestly. So yeah, we want these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got 8 cards in our deck so far. Let's see what we get from our sort of 2-drops here. Flash Flying enters the battlefield. Counter target spell unless counter target spell with mana value X or less, where X is the number of fairies you control. Fairy Wizard. So we've got 1 fairy in the deck so far. This would be our 2nd fairy. That's decent. Let's see. Whenever you cast your first spell during each opponent's turn, you may untap target non-land permanent. Yeah, this could be really good for lots of reasons. Fairy Vandal gets bigger from drawing, which is insane. Merfolk Pupil. Let's see, exile it from your graveyard. Draw a card, discard a card. Enters the battlefield, draw a card, discard a card. Yeah, it good. Kite gets 2 as long as you draw more than 2 cards. Yes, yes. Let's see, Spawning Pit. Let's see, Sacrifice a creature. We may not use this. Stolen by Fae. This is return a creature, make fairies. Yes, we want that in the deck. Goblin Trailblazer Menace. That's good to get early on. Gold Vein Pit gets us more treasure. That's more ramp. Gleaming Barrier. When it dies, it creates this treasure. A Sack Engine in case we need one. Could be really good. And Dragon Fodder gets us more goblins. Okay, so once again, we've cut 1. We count the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 cards. Boom. Okay, not bad. Next, we look at our 3 mana cards. Again, the intention is pretty much to put most of these, but not necessarily. Pester Might, Flash Flying, Fairy Rogue, enters the battlefield, you may tap. Yes, we definitely want that. Whenever you draw a 2nd card, it gains flying. Yes, love that. This is another draw sort of engine. Yes, very good. Dragon Hunter, return target. Okay, that gets removal, and it draws us a card. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. This is good. We'll put this in the maybe for right now. Discard and draw. Okay, yes. Yep, goblin spells are cheaper. Improvise weaponry, deal 2 damage to create a treasure token. Like that. Welding Sparks, X damage target creature, where X is 3 plus the number of artifacts you control. That's really good. And this gets us more artifacts. This guy is just a 5/4 dragon for 3, which, makes us treasure. We definitely want that. So Burn Bright is a maybe. We'll see. We were at 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Doing this. Boom. So, we need, because we're trying to get our main deck to 40, and then we're going to add 20 lands. That is our goal. So if we're at 29, we need to add 11 more cards. Create 4 1/1 goblins. We'll say probably. Each opponent must attack you or at least a planeswalker you control with at least one creature every turn if able at the beginning of your end step. This is a maybe. We'll see. This is a Fairy Soldier Flash Flying. That's probably going in. Soul Read. This one draws us a card and we can counter a spell unless they pay 4. Not bad. Enters the battlefield tap. It's a 5/6. We shall see. Whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, you may return target card creature you control to its owner's hand. So we can bring something back to our hand, which if we have any effects that's good for, we'll see. Well, yeah, we'll put it down here for now, just in case. Tome Anima can't be blocked as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. That's almost definitely going in the deck. Draw your second card. It gets +2/+0. We'll see about that one. Soul Read, I think we have already said yes to. We'll say yes to another one. Instruments of War, as in war, let's see, choose a creature type, creatures of the chosen type get +1/+1. Yeah, that seems pretty good, I would say. We could choose goblins, we could choose Tiberius, one of the two. Synchronized Eviction. This spell costs 2 less to cast if you control at least 2 creatures that share a creature type. Put an online permanent on top. Oh yeah, second to the top. That's removal. That's very possible. We're going to put that up there for now, though. 4 damage any target. I love me some good old burn. When Goblin Research enters the battlefield, exile the top card of your library. During any turn you attacked with Goblin Researcher, you may play that card. Yeah, okay. Any turn I attack, could play that card. That could be good. Volley Veteran enters the battlefield, deals damage. Wait, it deals damage to target creature and opponent controls equal to the number of goblins. Yep. Love that. Whenever another goblin you control becomes blocked, sacrifice it. If you do, it deals 4 damage to each creature blocking it. This is insane. Yeah, that could be good. Brazen Freebooter enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. When Kuldotha enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice an artifact. If you do, it deals 5 damage divided in any number, among any number of targets. I think we're good on this one, but we do want the dragon. Okay, so we've cut at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of what I'm feeling here. So far, 6 cards. Let's see. Turn target to its owner's hand. So we want to see if we have any payoffs for that, and we're going to thin this down a little more. But this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we got to get rid of 2, maybe 3 cards from this. So one thing I will say we can do immediately, because we've got 2 Soul Reads. We'll take one of them out. Let's see. Enter the battlefield effects. Ooh, yeah, actually create 2 treasure tokens. So, take one out, put one in. We want that in there with this guy. Enter the battlefield, create a treasure token. Yes. Yes. I do think that's good. I think this guy's good. Flame Lash. Let's see. Second to the top. I think I'm actually going to take that one out. We're going to keep this. Tome Anima. We'll keep in Soul Read. And then, this is just Flash Flying. We'll take this out. And let's see if that gets us there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I believe that is sort of what we need here. Let's just clean up the board here and see if we're able to build this as we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. This is how I tend to build decks, at least on first draft, and then I can up or down the lands from there. A lot of people say 24 lands. I think that's not optimal personally. I think 20 lands typically is optimal unless your deck is like a landfall deck or something in that regard, I suppose. These kind of count as dual lands that enter tapped, but we may put those in, even though, well, Yeah, they only would. Yeah, it wouldn't really matter honestly for that. But this one we will put in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what we want of the mountains. And we would like to do that with our islands as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. We'll put in that one special land as well, just because it has an ability which we might actually use for this deck. Which the cool thing about sort of building a deck out of these kind of packs is you get themed things, so it's really easy to build a deck. So honestly, my thoughts is if you've got $40 and you want to build a deck, but you don't know anything about Magic, like you're very new to the game, right? This might be one of the best ways to build your first deck, because most of it is really done for you, because all of these are themed to work together. So if you follow this sort of template where you do 40 creatures and spells, 20 lands, and you do 10 of each if you do a 2-color thing, you know, with your little thriving card in there. That way you got a little duel. You just name red if you play the blue one, if you're red-blue or whatever color. Yeah. And let's see this. Yeah, 4 and a blue, tap, sacrifice it to draw 2 cards. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, this is really good. This might be a really good way, in my opinion at least, to build a solid, 60-card deck for the first time. It gives you every land you're going to need to build whatever deck. Even if you build a 5-color deck, at least if you do it this way, it does actually come with every land you need to build the deck in the packs with it. And, like I said, all of your creatures and stuff are going to work, thematically together, as long as now granted, if you do get 5 different theme packs and you mix and match like really crazy, then maybe you could mismatch it hard enough that it would be difficult, but I doubt it. For the most part, at least. Though feel free to challenge accepted me on that and build the most jank deck you can from this too. That could be fun. But again, $40. I know that's a lot, but it's like if you're getting into Magic and you're already gonna spend like $100 and you want to build your own deck, like this is a good way to do it. That's fun. You get to open packs, and yeah, you just buy. Either you buy 3 of the little Jumpstart booster packs because they have 2 packs each, or if you buy the packs individually, you buy 6 of them, because, obviously you need 6 packs to do it this way if you're doing it the way I did it. And you get some cards for your collection that you can use for other decks in the future. And you get some cool stuff. As you saw, we did pull 2 mythics from those 6 packs. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, but I do think this is a great way to get started. I think this will be a fun deck. We'll try it out at some point. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, hope you guys have a great day. See you in the next one. Later.